Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Sock Talks with Joy and Sean. Okay, I'm
Oh,
good.
no.
We know what it is. It's Sock
Yeah,
Talks.
whatever. Keep
Yeah,
going. Keep going.
yeah.
We're
Three
not
three
just sitting
years and
next to each
going,
other
right?
today, so I missed that, Joy. Sorry. It was
Yeah,
better
I
next
know.
week.
I
Yep.
know.
Or last
Somebody
week.
told
We
me.
won't have Jimmy Dick coming in now.
I know. I know. Somebody told me the other day, says you guys should just do a podcast. It's like I think of like all these lights and all these different things to do a podcast. It's like, well, I don't know. We'll just keep doing this. We're just keeping it simple, short,
We
and
should. I mean,
yeah.
do
I'm
you have
just
to have a
looking at
better
you.
microphone?
Yeah.
They don't need. Actually, I get better looks when I more likes when I'm like this than I'm.
Yeah. So awesome. Well,
Anyway,
hey, can you tell we're bouncing off the walls here? Last week, if you guys watched our episode, we were actually in Asheville, North Carolina,
yep.
before all the rain. I guess
A
it's pretty
short
bad
a
there right
short
now,
trip
but
to Clark's or what was it? Charlottesville. It's real
yeah.
close to Charlottesville. If you don't
Yeah.
have that joke,
Um,
see,
but
these are the things you miss when you're not at leadership
I know,
events.
I know. And
Inside
I
jokes.
mean, we all, there's like 44 of us, I guess, there for the
Mhm.
leadership conference. And I'm going to tell you, everybody right now, you have the opportunity to earn that another time. Do not miss it.
Absolutely.
There is such a difference with a small group like that, and you're leaders of the company. And so we talk about leader things in the company, I mean, it was
Yeah.
just it was just awesome. And the meetings before the meetings after the meetings at lunchtime, meetings at airport. I mean, just being among all of us together was just very phenomenal. And every time you go, you feel the energy, and you feel the mission and the vision that Cody has, and what he's
And
doing
it's
for
we
everybody.
can tell you 100% it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. We are so on track with this. And it's interesting because the other day, at my BNI chapter yesterday morning, I had pulled that quote that I think you shared it on Facebook. Jordan shared it on Facebook. We all borrowed it, shared it on Facebook, where you went into Chat GPT, and it came up, what is kindness, or
Yeah.
where's kindness at today?
Yep.
And all the stats in the last 5 years on the Instagrams and every place else out there of how many
Gratitude.
times gratitude, yeah, you're right, I said kindness, but gratitude is mentioned, and that the upswing in gratitude. And I thought it's very interesting that they talked about, the younger generation, you
And
know,
journaling. And it
huh?
wasn't even prompted. And they even talked about gratitude journaling. And that
Journaling was
wasn't even
mentioned
the ask.
several
It was
different
just
times
talk
in
to me
there.
about gratitude. So
Yeah, yeah. Just
we're
a
in the
big piece of everything
perfect
here
place.
today. So, and I actually shared that at my BNI meeting. I actually read parts of that, and at the end of it, I said to them, I said, okay, is there anybody in this room that does not appreciate their customers? Yeah, we all appreciate our customers, right? In other words, yeah, yeah, of course. I said, well, here's the reality. Your customers need to appreciate you. So what are you doing? Not just the service you provided. We're talking about really appreciate you and want to go back to you always, and never anybody else. I said, that's the reality of what we have,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And then today, as I was sharing with you earlier, Sean, I came across this quote on Facebook, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is my new mission statement myself. Says, you may not always see the results of your kindness. You could change that word to gratitude if you want to,
Yeah.
you know, but every bit of positive energy you contribute to the world makes it a better place for all of us. Just kind of think
Mic
about
drop. That's it. That's all we have to talk about
just
today.
kind of
Have a
think
great
about
day.
that. It's not just what the difference, it's kind of different than saying you're making a difference in the world. It's kind of like what that positive energy is going to make the world a better place, even though it's a little card, even though it's one person.
But it's not. It's the ripple effect. So two things.
Yes.
Set your day with gratitude. If you haven't got this
Yep.
or talking about this, get this. I'm telling you. And I saw a quote yesterday.
Yeah.
It's about setting your day, not letting your day impact you. So when you use this and it says, "What are you grateful for?" And today I wrote coffee
Yeah.
because I was taking Charlie out in the rain, pouring, with an umbrella. I'm like, I am so grateful for coffee. Um, so if you're not, when you set your day with gratitude, when those little things come at you, and they always do every single day, it's like you have your protective, your gratitude superhero. You've got that protective where it
Yeah.
just kind of bounces off. Or if it does hit you, you're like, yeah, but I'm grateful for, and you're right back, in a
Where you
perfect
need to
day.
be.
And
Yeah.
then secondly, don't get discouraged when you're sending cards and you're not hearing back from the majority of people. Because if you do send a card and you're telling them why you appreciate them, the smile comes on their face, and then they're going to have an impact on somebody because you put them in a great mood.
Mhm.
So you're right. You don't know the impact that
Right.
you're having with these cards, but we're having a huge impact, huge impact.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um,
And I think it was Marianne put out a post yesterday, which I kind of gravitates like, I love this. And so I took my own little picture holding a card up. Actually, I've got it like right here and getting ready to post it. And it says, I send cards imagining the mailbox moment when a smile flashes across the face of someone I appreciate.
perfect. Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
it's like, wow, that kind of puts things in a different perspective too, you know?
Absolutely.
And that's what it is. And going back to the journal, and I think I shared, there as well as, Sean, you and I have talked about it. I kind of got away from the journaling for a while. I've
Mhm.
been to a couple prosperities. It's important, but we now have the journal itself, so that makes a big difference having papers, and all that
Right.
kind of thing. So, and one of the things that you mentioned about you're thankful for coffee. And that was one of the things that Cody talked a little bit. He says, no matter what, every day put something down.
Right.
Something. It doesn't have to be a book. Doesn't have to be a
And
story. It could be like
they don't
written
have
all
to
over the
be
place.
deep, deep
Yeah.
like the one Steve. You see Steve's gratitude challenge,
Yeah.
24 years of cancer. I mean, hard to top that one on talk about grateful that I'm healthy and I have, but
Yeah. Yeah.
coffee, but to say, I'm grateful that I'm healthy today.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
grateful for, I mean,
Oh, I know.
you're right. They
I,
don't
I
have
I'm
to be
grateful
deep.
I'm grateful I drug myself out of bed to walk this morning. It was just like, I was very grateful for that. I felt really
I'm
good
grateful
when I
I
did
didn't
that.
hit the snooze button 8
Yeah,
times.
yeah, I didn't do those snooze, but
I only hit it
it's
7.
dark in the mornings now. It's making me crazy,
Yeah.
I used to
Oh,
walk at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's dark now. I have to wear, if I'm gonna walk, I have to wear the vest that people can see in the,
I'm grateful for the equipment I have that I can walk in the dark. I mean, but you're right. It can
yeah,
just write 5 or 6 things down.
absolutely.
You're
And
absolutely right. We all have them every day.
yeah.
So,
And it's real interesting because as we post this now, I mean, I started my journal after, way we started it there. I started really kind of like getting in the rhythm of
mhm,
actually taking the time to do it. I get
right.
up in the morning, I'm ready to go, so now I'm taking that deep breath. I'm taking a minute, I'm getting the journal written down. And so the first couple of days, it were just like little things, At the end
Mhm,
of the day, you kind of look and say, well, I was below the line here. What did I do to bring myself up? That kind of thing. And then
right.
you start writing some things down. There's just little things on there. Well, you know what? Was it not last night, but the night before? I wrote like a book. I
Well,
was
and
writing
I
all
think
sorts
that's
of
what,
things from my day.
but then that's when you go to the core journal and expand on
Absolutely.
your
And
day.
expand. And that's
And
what I did.
you gonna do that every day?
No,
Probably, but maybe
no.
not. But there are days just like you, like, oh, I got more.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, like, I'll write notes. Where is it? So I'll write little things down here,
Mhm.
and then that's what I look at to expand from in the core journal. You
Yeah.
know, let's write some more stuff because it it's going to be really cool when this gets in hands of people that aren't with promptings, and we're going to hear the positive feedback. But I think the other cool thing is 5 years from now, you pull this off here and you just kind of start looking through and going, how far I've come.
Yeah.
Or these I am statements that I've written down, I've hit every single one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the reflecting back on it over time will be pretty cool too. So,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
got
I
to do
think
it.
so
You got to
too.
start it first.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, I know too, and kind of going along with taking the time to do this, taking the time to say your I am statements, try to do it twice a day. But you know what
yeah.
I've done is I've actually put it on I actually recorded them. And
Oh,
so
okay.
now, yeah, if I'm in the middle of the day and I'm not having a good day, or even if you are having a good day, it's like, okay, just let me listen to these again,
Nice.
let
That's a
me,
great idea.
yeah, and do that. So I feel good. And it's interesting because I listen to them or say them because I've got them in my cards too. Either way. And then I sit down with my journal. It's kind of like I pick out one of those I am statements, or it's like one of those I am statements comes to me because that's what I want to do today. This is where my focus needs to be in that journal, you
So
know.
let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
Is it more impactful to hear you saying them versus just reading them?
Well, it's funny you say that because I could go both ways on it, but
Okay.
there's some power, in my opinion, there's some power with both those earphones in and hearing it from both sides. I don't know
Right.
what that is, but I think that's and I
Okay.
think and you remember that time, I think it was Jordan had, talked about these, he had gotten these earphones that were just like the stereo was like unreal,
Oh
and
yeah.
kind of a thing. So whenever you're listening to music, you've got that thing going on that makes it sound better. So hearing my voice say them at that moment like that is impactful. I do find it okay. I mean, I find it good. In fact,
And I think there would be less distraction because if you're listening to music and it's good, sometimes that'll help your brain go, "Hey, we're going to take a break right now. Just listen to music and enjoy it." And I would think you hearing,
yeah,
because you could be reading something and what squirrel,
yeah,
me at least.
yeah, exactly.
So okay,
Well,
that's good to know.
somewhere along the line too, somebody had said how powerful it is to write them all the time. I couldn't
I
take the time to
I
write
try
them
to
all
do
the time.
that as
Kind of thing. And I think that's why the journal comes to play because they do talk about, having a spot here for your I am statements, your dominant I am
right.
statement
Yeah.
today. So that is the one you write. That is the
Okay.
one that you kind of work with and everything. But no,
Okay.
I do enjoy listening to it. And sometimes I'll
Well, you
listen
have
to
a
it two or
soothing
three
voice,
times a
so
day.
I can see that.
Yeah, two or three times a day. And I've
Yeah.
done the I am statements, the connecting statements, the self-image statements, all the ones that we've done at Prosperity, I've got them all on there
Okay.
and I've
Cool.
got them separated
I can do
out.
that.
So I kind of run through them. So, but yeah, I do like doing that. It has helped me. It has helped me think I don't have time to pick the cards up and read them, if that makes sense, you know?
We all slow, just like kind of you talked about. We all just kind of slow down. We have moments too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what you're going to find is that there. What do I say yes to? And you're going to get more particular on what you're going to allow in. Your standards are going to go up. Where
Yeah.
we're not going to allow
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. There's pieces of it now that as I'm hearing it, I am saying them out loud. It's like, oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
you're hearing them like all the time, kind of thing.
Well, I
So
posted that. I did that video on when you have better people, you have a different glow when you have good people in your life.
yes, yes,
Somebody responded on Instagram and said, "Absolutely, I've been getting rid of and he said the negative people in my life, and it I have more time, and I'm having a much more enjoyable life."
yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Jordan put something out there that kind of struck me yesterday too. It said, have you noticed is there's been more gratitude in your life since the retreat on the weekend?
well, and I think he said too, are your cards getting better?
Yeah, are your card that oh that's what it was. That was
You know,
that's what it was. Yeah, you're right,
is
you're
it
right. It was
so?
are the words coming better on your cards
Abs-
since that weekend? And it's
right,
like,
yeah,
wow, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
So don't stop. Don't get discouraged, and then set your day with gratitude, and
Mhm.
you put your armor on, like I said. So
Yeah,
we'll have to
yeah,
have Cody dress up in a superhero with a big G on the front. You
yeah.
know,
Well,
gratitude bear.
I hope we get some gratitude logo wear. I hope we start getting, I mean, I think having gratitude consultant or gratitude movement gratitude out there is going to resonate with people so
Oops.
much
I
better.
get comments on it,
Yeah,
all the time. So if you
yeah,
want a hat, DM me, and I'll let you know,
yeah, yeah.
what size and how much.
Yeah,
And
I'm just gonna have to get some shirt. I'm not really a hat person like that,
come
Sean.
on, you can wear it backwards like I did in that one picture. So,
Yeah. So, and hey, listen to come back to us next week. We're gonna have a guest on here next week. We're gonna be
yeah, yeah.
continuing our movement on gratitude and I
Who
do
until yesterday had never heard of promptings in the gratitude movement, but
and
is kind of doing it on. She's yeah, pretty amazing. It's going to be a good conversation we'll have with her. So
yeah, yeah, looking forward to that next week.
yep,
So Okay, everybody.
Alrighty.
Well, have a great week, Sean.
See you guys.
I
Have a great
appreciate you,
weekend.
buddy. All right,
All right.
guys.
Appreciate you
Take
too.
care.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.